real cases before a real judge.
And now, enter the courtroom of Judge Mathis.
Plaintiff Carrie McDaniel says the defendant is her boyfriend's cousin, and he's a womanizer who used to be a drug dealer. Carrie claims the defendant used to sell bags of fake marijuana, and she's suing him and his wife for car repairs. Defendants Delisha Armstrong and her husband Alfonso Hall say Alfonso never sold drugs a day in his life, and he also never approved of his cousin's relationship with Carrie. Delisha and Alfonso believe Carrie is suing for more than they owe.
Start with you.
Well, basically, I know Booby Alfonso through my boyfriend. They're cousins, and Delisha is his wife. Basically, I met Alfonso one night. We were, me and my boyfriend were sitting down, and we get this frantic call from Alfonso, come quick, you know, there was a knife, somebody tried to rob him with a knife or some dramatic story like that. So we drive 45 minutes there, we rush there, we get there, there's no knife fight. Turns out he's just been put out by the mother of his child. So,
she might have had a knife. Where you all from?
I live in Bloomingdale, Illinois.
Is that near Chicago?
Oh, yeah, it's right down.
Close
right
enough.
Down
She had a knife. Go ahead. So resume. He called you off because his girlfriend had a knife up to his neck.
Thank you, Judge.
I know what's happening in Chicago. You talked crazy to her, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
I know,
I
and that's what happened. She put that knife up to you. Talk crazy to the Chicago women. Go ahead.
So basically, we take him in and everything, and then, you know, we get to know the real Alfonso.
What was that like?
Oh, he's a character. He used to sell drugs.
Hold on, I refute that. I never sold drugs day in my life.
Alfonso, please. Let's not even go there. Okay, so he used to sell drugs. He used to sell these get your gotcha bags. Basically, he'd take grass from out the ground outside, put it in a bag with some oregano from the kitchen, and he would sell it to people.
Well, he wasn't selling drugs. You're right. He was selling grass off the ground.
And, he would call them get your gotcha bags, and nobody ever wanted to return it because, you know, they're kind of scared of him. And so it was basically a lot of traffic in and out of the house and everything. Alfonso, he's a womanizer. He would find yes women, basically women that would do anything he asked. You know, go do this, yes, 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 and that's what he looks for. And that's
how many women do you know of?
Several different women. Can't count on one hand. You have to use two, as far as I know.
I'm married. I don't know what she's talking about.
When we were living together in 1368.
He doesn't have a bunch of babies out there that he's not taking care of, does he?
Well, yeah.
I'm taking care of my kids now. I'm taking care of all my kids now.
Okay, you work?
Yes, I work 2 jobs.
All right, good. Work 2 jobs, good. All right.
Basically, I'm here today to for them to pay me back for the damages
We're going
done
to get
to
to
my
that.
car.
We'll get to the car repairs. Let me hear from you, sir, on any background you want me to have.
Well, I know her for a while. I mean, she's been dating my brother. Well, he's my cousin, but he's like my little brother. I never really approved of their relationship.
Why not?
He's a hater, that's why.
Quiet. Why not?
I mean, well, my brother, he's 23. He has no kids. He's working hard. He ain't got. She has a child. That's too much responsibility for him. And you know.
How do you know that? You don't know
He
that.
ain't got no
Quiet,
kids.
ma'am.
He ain't gonna raise yours.
Why not?
Cause he can find him a woman with no kids, good job.
Why does that have to be
Because
the case?
most of the time when you're dating a woman with kids, they tend to put the pressure on you. It's drama with baby daddies. I mean, did he have to chase your baby daddy down the street in the car?
Okay, well, I guess that hurt. I'm trying to help you out, ma'am, but he just defeated that. All right, I
we
can't
almost
help
had
you.
to whoop him.
Oh.
And then, in fact, you know, she's no disrespect, but she's like a high-price hood rat. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
I'm sorry.
No, don't play that name calling in here.
Do you see
No
this?
disrespect.
How you gonna say no disrespect and then go right into disrespecting them? Go ahead.
I told you he was a character, Your Honor.
Yeah, I know
he's
it. And if
something
I
else.
didn't half like his attitude today, I'd have went back at him hard for you.
Thank you.
You got something likable about you when you have all them women. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me? All right, you've told me about her. What do you want to tell me about yourself? She told me that they had to come get you and move you in with them.
Me and one of my baby mothers got in a little altercation, and it was a knife pulled out, and she had a few people in the house. It was pretty much too many guys there for me to handle. So I called my brother. I'm like, hey, come get me, man. It's too many people. She got a knife.
And you moved in with her?
Well, I moved in with him. She was living with my brother and his mom and their family.
Okay. All right.
So it was like us living with him.
Gotcha. All right. And would you all fall out while you all were living there together?
I mean, it wasn't a fallout, but it's the typical annoyance of living with people, you know.
Okay. Young lady, did you want to say anything today?
Oh, yeah, just
You're married?
I'm
You
married
all?
to Alfonso, yes.
Okay.
It's my husband, yes, and
You all have children together?
we have one. I just had one 3 weeks ago.
All right.
Yeah, so I met Carrie, of course, through my brother-in-law. You know, the only time I see her is if we'll go to their house for a barbecue or she'll come over to my house, but I've never really had any trouble with her until, of course, I accidentally crashed her car, so.
All right, we're going to hear about that. Car repairs you're suing for. What happened?
Okay, well, I was at work. Alfonso was going through some custody battles between him and one of his baby mothers.
He was trying to get the
He
child?
was trying to get custody, yes.
Is that right?
I was just going to pick my son up.
You would have won a few points if
Well, I mean, I got custody of him now,
And
so.
you fought for custody of your
yeah.
child? Good.
So,
Tell you I
of
like
course-
you for some reason.
So, of course, you know, I wanted to back him up. You know, here's a black man out here, you know, trying to actually fight for his kids. So, of course, I lend him out the car. My boyfriend, Darian, he doesn't have a license. Neither does Alfonso. So, Delicia had a license. She was driving the car. She reversed into a garage, Your Honor. I don't know how this happened, but I do have pictures here. She had more than enough room to make her turn.
No disrespect, but she's like a high price hood rat. You know what I'm saying?
Stop
What?
it.
I'm sorry.
Now, don't play that name calling in here.
Do you see
No
this?
disrespect.
How you gonna say no disrespect and then go right into disrespecting me?
Plaintiff Carrie McDaniel is suing her boyfriend's cousin, who claims he never approved of Carrie dating his cousin.
Did you know she would be driving the car?
Yes, I did.
Not
Did you
true, Your
know
Honor.
whether she had driving experience?
No, I didn't.
Well, she knew about my wife's driving experience. I mean, she just got her license when she was 23, wasn't it?
Yes.
And that's
just
probably
last
why
year.
they crashed
Just
my
last
car.
year. So she knew.
Because she just now getting her license.
When did this happen?
This
I got
happened April
pictures.
29th.
April?
Yes.
When did you get your license?
I got my license the year before that,
Okay.
in August. And I was pregnant too, so I was kind of going through the motions, you know, the nausea, the fatigue, and everything, so.
Well, I hope those same pictures I got.
Let me see your picture. And you have estimates for the repairs?
Yes, Your Honor, I was more than fair, and I went to 3 different places to get estimates for the car.
These pictures you showed me even worse. You should have kept these.
Hey,
She showed me the back. You showing me the front. She never even showed me this. All
well,
right.
the digital camera, I guess.
What do you say to this?
Well, we had a conversation with Carrie a couple of weeks after the accident to go over payment arrangements and everything, and I had pleaded with Carrie because she at least wait until after I have my baby
Okay.
for when I come off maternity leave so I could have, you know, be able to pay her the money. And she said, okay. So I thought everything was fine until I get a call that she was going to come to my house with like a contract for me to sign and go over how much I'm going to pay her and, you know, by a week or by a month or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Sounds like you admit to having done it and admit that you owed, so what's
Now,
the
we
problem?
don't owe that much. I mean.
She's trying to get $4,500.
Like I said, Your
Hold
Honor,
on, man. Let him talk.
She's trying to get served $4,500 for the damages, and that's almost how much her car was worth, which is ridiculous. And we also got an estimate from my husband's friend Hector saying that the damage wouldn't be no more
Excuse me,
than.
Your Honor. How is Hector going to give them an estimate? And
We
he
didn't get an
never
estimate
even
for the
seen my
car. This is the blue
Did
book.
Hector see the car?
This is the blue
Hector
book
never-
value
I
of
don't
the
even
car.
think Hector
Blue book
exists.
Well, we have the blue
He
book.
exists.
All right.
She was supposed to met us up, sir, to meet with Hector, to take the car to meet with Hector, and she never showed us, you know, on other occasions
Why
she never
couldn't
showed.
Hector go over to the house and look at the car?
Hector don't exist, Your Honor.
Well, I mean,
She said Hector don't exist.
Hector
well, it was
exists.
numerous occasions where we were setting up times to go meet up with Hector and all that, and we got blew off.
My boyfriend was also in the car, Your Honor, when it happened, and they did agree to pay for the damages. And like I was trying to say, I do have 3 different estimates from 3 different companies, and I am going for the lowest.
Yep.
The lowest one.
But see, we didn't
She has
agree.
one for $5,700, $4,500, $4,300. She's more than
For
fair.
a crushed Pepsi can?
Oh, well, that's what it looks like now.
That's how it looked before we got in the car.
No, that is a lie, Your Honor.
Yeah, a crushed Pepsi can, right?
Yep.
Well, they can make fun all they want. You're getting your new car.
Thank you.
Judgment for the plaintiff. I've seen 3 estimates. She has only sued you for the lowest. I think she's fair, and I think you all are fair and decent and good folks. So I'm sure you're gonna pay her.
Oh,
Judgment
thank
for
you.
the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Just make sure you have insurance on your car before you let somebody drive it. That's all I gotta
And make
say.
sure the
That's all I
person
gotta say.
who's driving the car knows how to drive the car properly.
You should have made sure the person driving the
Exactly.
car knew how to drive the car.
I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help do you a
I don't know how you
favor.
drive into something you're looking right at, though. That's just,
Right.
that don't make no sense.
How do you
to me.
drive into a garage? You got
Don't make no sense.
at
I was
least.
pregnant at the time, so hey.
Yeah,
I
she
was
was
pregnant.
pregnant.
Okay, don't let pregnant
Don't
people
nobody seem
drive
to care
cars,
about
please,
that.
people.